Okay? Yes.
Upravi se.
De International Criminal Tribunal voor de former Yugoslavia is now in session. L'audience du Tribunal Pénal International pour l'ex-Yougoslavie est ouverte. Please be seated.
The following penalties. Would you please rise, Mr. Tadic? As to counts 10 and 11, for inhumane treatment as a crime against humanity, the trial chamber sentences you, Dusko Tadic, to 10 years imprisonment. For cruel treatment as a violation of the laws or customs of war, the trial chamber sentences you, Dusko Tadic, to 9 years imprisonment. As to count 1, for various acts of persecution as a crime against humanity, including the killing of Osman Besic and Eden Besic, the trial chamber sentences you, Dusko Tadic, to 20 years imprisonment. As to the concurrence of the sentences, each of the sentences is to be served concurrently inter se.
I'm somewhat disappointed because I felt that the sentence would be somewhat lower. Number one, because of the interpretation of Yugoslav law. In other words, the issue of whether it's 15 or 20 years for the maximum. And the other is that I felt that Mr. Tadic, even if, and the court has found him guilty of about 1/3 of the counts, I felt that his level of responsibility ought to be, should be, much lower than what the court felt they had to do.
You're saying he's a small fish.
I don't like to do that. I would like to say that, as I said before, he's the only fish at the time when he was brought here 3 years ago. However, I think if you look at the, I think Judge McDonald was talking about some ladder of responsibility. She was having a difficult time pegging Mr. Tadic at any level.